Hello and welcome to another fun-filled episode of New England Pride TV. I'm your host, Dale LePage. I'm not starting out with a guest today because I'm starting out reading a piece of mail we received, and we appreciate all the mail that you do send, and we love that you watch the show. This mail actually spoke to me, and I'd like to read it to you. Dear Mr. LePage and New England Pride TV, I've never written a letter like this before, but felt I had to let you know that you are making a difference and we are watching. Coming out to my divorced parents is the hardest thing I've ever done. Coming out to my parents after the Orlando massacre, I'm already starting to cry, made it much harder. I am not out at my school yet because I felt it was probably the best thing to do was to come out to my parents first. Yes, good idea. Though they are loving and supportive, I still dreaded the fact that I might be disappointing them in any way. I saw your episode where the woman transitioned at age 65. I am 14 years old now, and I don't want that to be me. I don't want to wait 65 years for people to love me for who I truly am. I came out to my parents and was met with love and understanding and hugs that seemed to last the entire evening. And though I did not sleep at all that night because I knew my world was changing, I've never been ashamed of who I am, but sometimes I just get worried that answering so many questions, I might be saying the wrong things. I will be coming out to my school in the fall. I'm already out to a few of my close friends, but only very few. Just wanted to write and say thank you for New England Pride TV. We are watching. Your friend Kathy. So thank you for writing. If you'd like to write to us at New England Pride TV with your feedback, your comments, your questions, or any concerns that you have, please write to nepridetv@gmail.com. That's nepridetv@gmail.com. We'll be right back after this.
New England Pride TV with Dale LePage is brought to you in part by the Hanover Theater for the Performing Arts, Remax Vision Realtors, Shancakes, Cruise Planners, S. Bergman Consignment and Gift Boutique, New Oval Restaurant, Safe Homes, Bay State Savings Bank, and Paul Chasen Interior Design. And now back to New England Pride TV with Dale LePage.
I'm Grace Stevens, and welcome to Transactions. Over the past few years, there's hardly a day that's gone by without some mention of a transgender person or issue in the news. Some days we hear a positive story of personal or political progress. Some days we hear news that is shattering to us as we hear stories of discrimination and violence against trans people, especially against trans people of color. However, we are now visible in the world at large, and we are standing up and letting the world know that there is absolutely nothing wrong with us. It's not a choice. It's just who we are. On these segments of Transactions, I hope to share stories or events of the large and diverse trans community. But I do need your help, and I hope that you will send me information at nepridetv@gmail.com about events and people that are making a difference in the world. Now, here are a few updates. In Massachusetts, the new transgender civil rights law has been passed and signed and will officially take effect on October 1st, 2016. In New Hampshire, Governor Maggie Hassan has signed an executive order that bans discrimination in state government against transgender people. Also, 12 states, including 4 New England states, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Connecticut, have filed an amicus brief in support of the Obama administration's directive advising schools to allow transgender students to use the bathroom of their choice. This is very important because there are 11 states that have sued the government due to this directive. And now for an amazing combination of fun and education. The longest actively running transgender conference, Fantasia Fair, will take place in Provincetown, Mass. from October 16th to 23rd. Check out their website at fantasiafair.org. Before I go, I want to remind everyone of a Zen-like saying that I always share. We are all the same. Each of us is unique. Be your unique self. I'm Grace Stevens. Live your truth and make a difference in the world. Now, back to New England Pride TV.
And now it's time for our segment called Out with Joe Mangiacotti and the ever-lovable Teddy. What do you have for us today?
Well, Dale, we're going to complete and finish out our summer series in Ogunquit with 5-0, which is a high-end restaurant that's open year-round. It's not a seasonal restaurant, and the Backyard. So we're going to take a look at those two places, kind of round out the whole summer series up in Ogunquit, which, of course, is a great destination and very friendly to the community.
Very popular.
And I wanted to point out that all of these businesses that we've been profiling during the summer series are either gay-owned and operated, or they've demonstrated their commitment to the community.
Beautiful. Let's have a look at what you got here.
Let's look.
It's time to go out with Joe.
On this edition of Out with Joe on New England Pride TV, we conclude our summer series in Ogunquit, and we'll take a look at two establishments. First is 5-0, located at 50 Shore Road, just a few hundred yards down from the center of town. Although 5-0 has been around for many years, the current trio of owners, Eric, James, and Gary, are now your hosts. They have all worked together before throwing in together on 5-0. All come from the hospitality fields and all seem to fall comfortably into their respective roles, each taking on their responsibilities and complementing each other, and excelling, as chef and partner James Walters did with being named Chef of the Year by the Maine Restaurant Association. Congratulations, Chef James. The decor and atmosphere is comfortable with a hint of elegance. We were greeted with the warmest of smiles and the service was spot on. Our waiter was knowledgeable and attentive without being intrusive. The price point is fair for the location, keeping in mind they are year-round, and there is a lounge option for your dining or small plates. Their wine selection is impressive, and again, server, hostess, and chef all very knowledgeable. Although the menu has everything you'd expect from a higher-end coastal eatery, Chef James certainly made it his own, from selecting the freshest and finest from local purveyors to above-par presentation. And partner Gary has certainly put his mark on the business with an easygoing lounge and an extensive martini selection. Whether you're looking for Mum's Martini or something a little more palate-challenging, like coconut ginger martini or sparkling pineapple martini, you'll find all that and more. So 5-0, a friend to the community, and is certainly a fantastic find. Absolutely a must on your must-try list when passing through. We also would like to share the Backyard with you. Located at 178 Main Street, a few hundred yards before the center of town, the Backyard is a coffee house and eatery now open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Your hostess and owner is Amy, and she was just delightful. The Backyard is a great place to grab a fresh cup of coffee, breakfast, brunch, or sandwiches and soup with outdoor seating and takeout. It is convenient, friendly, clean, and basically I found it to be very cheery in a place you can take a break and relax, and definitely a kid-friendly environment. For more profiles and complete details, go to newenglandpride.tv and outwithjoe.tv. I'm Joe Mangiacotti for New England Pride TV.
Hello, viewers. As you can tell, I am already laughing. That can only mean one thing, that I am joined right now by my friend Cindy Foster, the YouTube sensation herself.
How are you, hon?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. We have been giggling already.
We have been giggling.
It's like being in school when the teacher tells you
not to laugh. Yeah.
That's what it's like here
it's
for
like
me.
being in church for me.
Well, either or, I can't
I've had some of my best laughs in church.
In church. Oh, my God. We should do a live...
Let's do a live remote from a church.
From a church.
While the Mass is going on.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm in.
But we're here today to talk about something very exciting.
Yes.
I'm excited for you.
Yes, I am super excited.
Tell all of our viewers what's happening.
So what's happening is there's going to be a Cindy Foster fan cruise.
Cindy Foster Fan
Yes,
Cruise.
and it's under cindyfanfest.com. And basically what this is, it's a fan cruise that's going to be leaving Miami, Florida. We'll be stopping in Freeport and Nassau and then Norwegian Cruise Line Private Island.
Now, this is also very exciting, but who's putting on the cruise for you?
That would be TNT, Ted and Tom.
We love our friends, TNT.
Yes, we
yeah.
do. And they actually approached me and my manager, and this is like a great way for me to be able to connect with my fans and be able to hang out and have a great time. And part of this whole thing, and it's in April 2017, and part of the deal is you get a private show.
Right.
With me.
Like in my room?
Like, well, I think that might be the grand prize.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. I'll buy a raffle ticket.
Yes, I would have a private show in your room. My girlfriend would be fine with that. Yeah, otherwise, I think we have to keep it legit on the stage. So
how many shows in this cruise? How many?
there'll be one show in the cruise. There's a cocktail party. All your drinks are included with this cruise. I'm not a drinker, but I know that's a big plus.
It's a big plus for a lot of people.
And it's a big plus if you're going to come watch me perform anyways.
You know what? I always have a few drinks before I come to see you.
I would say that that's what people should be doing. So we are encouraging a few drinks. This is going to be a 4-night, 5-day cruise. And
Leaving
again,
from Miami.
Leaving from Miami.
Now, can
Yep.
you include airfare in that, or is it optional? Or?
That's definitely what you're going to want to do is go to my boys, TNT,
Yes.
because they will walk you through all of this. They have, if they don't have the answer, which is going to be pretty rare,
they've got the answer.
They will find the
Yeah.
answer, and they have been fantastic. I've talked to many people who have already booked the cruise with them, and they're very happy with.
Now, the cruise, the starting price is what again?
Is $558.
You know what? I paid more than that for my Cindy Foster bed pillow.
Well, I'm telling you, and you know what? We are going to be giving away one of those as soon as Dale
I'm not giving mine
crochets
up.
it. What do you do? Did you made this though, right?
I made it. Yes.
You made it.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you for not wanting to give it up whatsoever. And then we have Pride. Are you doing Worcester Pride again this
I
year?
am.
That's
I
it.
am.
That's when we first met.
That's on September 10th?
Yeah, it's the 9th, the 10th, whatever
No,
that
it's the 9th
Saturday
and 10th.
is.
Yeah, the 10th is the Saturday.
Yes. Okay, so it's that Saturday, and that's where Dale and I met.
That's where we first fell in love.
Yes, it was right. That's when I found out he was an AIL.
That's
right
true.
there.
One
yeah.
fruity drink.
So I'll be emceeing. You'll be singing. I'm
I'll
sure.
be doing something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably sweeping up after you.
Well, there. Story of his life.
So if you want to get in touch with Cindy about her cruise that's coming up,
Yes.
just go to...
It is the cindyfanfest.com. And you can also get on my Facebook, but if you do the cindyfanfest.com, it'll bring you right to it. There'll be a link to book the cruise, a link to book your Cindy Foster package, and the information to get in touch with TNT.
We'll be right back after
right.
this.
Hey Dale, it's me, Miss Lady Sabrina, back with another letter. Let's see what they have for us today. Dear lady, I'm an older gay man and I want to get into drag. I actually have even offered to pay some of the better queens to help me make my makeup on point, but they all treat me like I'm below them. I understand how drag is and I respect the queens who should be mentors to the younger crowd. I have also seen a lot of new queens who thought they were all that and didn't need help. They take the shows the real queens wouldn't because the owner does not pay or whatever. How would you recommend getting into the drag business? I know you do not make money as an amateur. I just love the theater of it. To me, it's a performance. I have tried to make friends with the show host, but there is one, Miss Toyota Carroll, who is sweet, but I know without a reputable drag mom, I would never have a chance in her show. And then there is a show host named Mozzarella Too Much, and she acts like she hates me, and I have never met her in person. I'm not a shady, B-I-T-C-H, like a lot of these queens, and maybe that is my issue. Any advice? Dancing on my own. Okay, dancing on my own. There are a lot of motivations for doing drag. I think first you need to identify what exactly you want to accomplish. If you like the feel of women's clothes, want to be a woman, or want to do it for entertainment. Of course, you could want a combination of a few. Next, it's important to identify what type of look you want to present. You know, pick some drag looks you admire, and then can tailor them to you specifically. Once you have all that decided, then it's time to work on performing, which by the tone of your letter, that it seems like you want to accomplish. So now if you're performing for the first time, pick a song that you know very well. Pick an outfit that goes with it. Now remember, you're a drag queen, so over the top is fine. I wouldn't know anything about that. Very subtle. Very subtle. Now remember, with all these queens available these days, it's about getting credibility. Find a new local drag competition and enter. It would be great if you win, but it's not about winning. It's about making an impression. Get there early and socialize with everyone, including the host. Grease the wheels. Show people you're more than a 4-minute number. The way into a house queen show is by showing them your personality. When performing, keep your head up. Don't look at your feet, don't lose your words, and find a specific person or people in the audience, like sing it to them so it feels a little more personal, and it'll help you connect emotionally. Again, this is about going out there and leaving it all on the dance floor, letting them have it, as they say. Drag moms are great, but if you can't find one, drag friends are good too. Some of us just did fine without one. I love my drag children and will do all I can for them, but it doesn't mean without one you're screwed. So now here are some suggestions for makeup and other necessities. I get no kickback from these products and sites, but I just find that some of these things are helpful. For wigs, real good wigs, show quality wigs that are lace front, always get a lace front. A hard wig line is really hard to hide. You can get it at findwig.com. Great lace fronts, and they're very inexpensive. Shoes, I usually go to like beverlyheels.com because you can hunt by size. So it's much easier to kind of find out exactly what will work for you, because nothing irritates me more than finding a sick pair of shoes and then it only comes up to a size 10. Isn't that cute? Not. Makeup is a little more, you need a tutorial for that. There are lots of queens out there with tutorials. Two of the ones that I found to be the best were Ravens, from RuPaul's Drag Race, and Manila's from RuPaul's Drag Race. Like both of those, like they included the products that you would use. So I find that would be very helpful. You know exactly what you need to buy in order to complete the transformation. I hope this helps, and right back if you need any other assistance. Go get 'em, girl! I hope this finds you well. Love and light, Lady Sabrina.
We are joined on New England Pride TV now with my friend and life coach, Michelle Curry, who is the Empress of Everything. She wanted to be called the Queen of Everything, but I told her that was my title, so she had to use Empress.
Yes, because I'm older than you, Dale.
I'm not going to argue that, even though I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Okay,
All
we
right.
can test that later.
Now, Michelle, you are a 3-time author. You are an executive coach. You help people maneuver through their journey of life, correct?
Yes, my coaching started with our consulting business, working with the executive level of these businesses, not only here in the United States, but all over the world. And I found that just coaching the executive part of a person was not enough. You really have to coach the entire person because they have lives.
Right. It's very complex.
It is. And if you have a friend who has a great job, but all of a sudden they've got a sick kid at home, the job doesn't get done because
Right.
they're focused on the sick kid.
Right.
Or
As they should be.
as they absolutely, absolutely.
Unless you don't like the kid.
Well, then they might focus even more at work, but it's all interrelated. So what happens in one area of your life is going to affect the other areas of your life. So you have to be thoughtful about all these different areas. You have to want to expand and grow in them.
Right.
Keep them good.
You actually, for the viewers at home, I actually used Michelle about 20 years ago because I felt my life was stagnant. I was spinning my wheels but not going anywhere. And you really helped me in that aspect of my life, which was career. And look at us now.
look at us now.
Right.
I'm an author,
Yes.
and speaker,
Yes.
and workshop leader.
And you travel all around the world doing this.
Yes.
Yes. Now, your book, Boom Life, which is right here, I'm holding it, there we go, is designed to do what?
The book is a workbook. It's designed to help people to think through 8 major areas of their life. And it uses a cognitive behavioral methodology to help people to put together action plans to either correct a piece of that life area, or if it's going well, pay attention, keep it going well.
Right.
Because
find out why it's going well, steady at the helm, yeah.
absolutely. A lot of marriages fail because someone says, you take me for granted. What happened there? Everything was going well, and the other person forgets. What do I have to do to keep it going well? So this is a yearly audit.
A yearly audit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like every year you do your taxes, every year you do all your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's your yearly audit. And at 6 months, you should be looking at it again, seeing how you're doing, where you're going.
Now, you designed this, you said, to be a workbook.
Yes.
Is this for an individual, or is it for a couple and families?
Yes.
Yes. D, all of the above.
All of the above, because there are certain areas that are going to be very individual to the person, but then there are chapters that my husband and I do together.
Okay.
The intimate relationship chapter, we sit down and say, okay, what's going well? What do we have to do to make sure that we stay connected? What do we want to do to have fun this year?
Staying connected is so important. It really is. Because we're also busy with our work lives, trying to get things done, that you can lose that connection. You have to work really hard not to do that.
Yes. Well, even in the social and fun chapter, you know I have a BFF.
Yes, you do.
Okay. We won't say her name.
You can say her name. Hopefully she's watching.
She doesn't want her name. She doesn't want her name. I won't say your name.
Does it rhyme with Anne-Marie?
Yes.
All right.
She and I actually, every year, we've been doing this for at least 10 years, put together our list of what we're going to do to stay connected during the year.
That's beautiful.
So that's our Christmas gift to each other.
I love that.
Yes. So that chapter of the book kind of gets filled out.
That's in here too?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, if people who are watching would like to get a hold of Boom Life, A Guide to Life Enhancement, where would they go to buy this?
The internet.
Okay, Amazon or your website or?
Both.
Okay.
D, all of the above.
D, all of the above. Now tell our viewers at home what your website is.
It's my name, www.michellebcurry.com.
And they can buy it right from your website.
Yes, they can.
Fantastic.
If they spell my name wrong and you don't get there, go to Amazon.
And it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon, Boom Life.
Now, I
You'll
have
see
my
it.
copy right here. It's up to you to get your copy on Michelle's website or Amazon. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
It's been a blast.
Yes. I really appreciate being here.
We'll be back with more right after this. Welcome back to New England Pride. I am joined now by the beautiful and extremely talented Michelle Hyland, who is from the Boston area. And when I was planning this show, one of my friends reached out to me and sent me a YouTube link of you performing and said, you have to have this woman on your show. Well, it's taken a few months, but we finally have you.
Thank you. Thank you. It probably was the same guy I sent a message to that said, you got to have me on the show. I love Dale LePage.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your background. How long have you been singing for?
I think Car Seat, 2 years old.
2 years old in the car
my
seat.
first big diva performance was probably a Barbra Streisand song.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, do you write your own material
Yes.
also?
I write with the head of Bristol Studios in Boston. His name is Rick Poulin, and we write a lot of originals that are on Spotify, iTunes.
Now, you're on iTunes. I know that. Spotify, I will have to check out.
Yep.
Can you also buy on Spotify? Or, I know you can on iTunes.
I think you buy a subscription and then whatever you want to.
can download?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
Now-
we're outside of the realm of what I understand. I know you can buy iTunes, and I think you can buy a subscription to Spotify and then listen to whatever you want to listen to.
So everyone should do that because she's phenomenal. Now, you're going to be performing for us a little bit later in the show.
I am.
And you're going to be performing an iconic song.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you tell us why you chose this song and what you're doing with the video?
We chose Somewhere Over the Rainbow after the horrific events in Orlando. I was horrified by what happened. It touched deeply to the community that I love.
Yes.
In a part of America where people typically talk about pure things, Mickey Mouse, golfing.
Right, right.
So for me, I wanted to do something that was iconic and truly touched the gay community.
And you've done it.
Yeah. I think that it was pretty daunting, and it was empowering to sing a song that I think and I hope will touch people. It's a new arrangement.
I think everybody connects to this song.
I think so too, Dale.
Now, I was so impressed by what you're doing with the proceeds from this song.
So we're donating a large portion of the proceeds to a Human Rights Campaign. I'm wearing my Human Rights Campaign swag. Love Over Hate. And they're going to use that money for their contribution to Orlando.
And you chose the Human Rights Campaign because you know it's going to that correct fund.
Yes,
because there's a lot of fake. This is terrible, but there are a lot of phony.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fundraising out there that's not going to the people who need it.
No, absolutely.
And if you send it to the Human Rights Campaign, it's going to the right people.
It will go to Orlando. It will go to the families who are still desperately in need.
Absolutely, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on the show.
We're going to be back and hearing Michelle's version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the
Thank you for joining us for another edition of New England Pride TV. We'd like to thank all of our guests, and of course we have to thank our sponsors, because without our sponsors we would not be here. I'm joined by the lovely Tina, and we're ending by saying what we always do. Please do not be afraid to shine your light.
Because you might be lighting the way for someone else.
That's right. See you next time.